In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college basketball games happening on March 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Duke versus NC State. The highly anticipated Atlantic Coast Conference rivalry showdown is set to unfold on Monday evening as the Duke Blue Devils clash with the NC State Wolfpack. This matchup carries additional significance as both teams strive to establish dominance within the conference. The Blue Devils recently secured a triumphant home victory against Virginia, showcasing their prowess. On the other hand, the Wolfpack faced a setback with a road loss to the Tar Heels. Notably, in the previous season, each squad claimed a victory in the season series. As the Duke Blue Devils aim for the summit in the Atlantic Coast Conference, this game emerges as a pivotal contest essential for their pursuit of the top spot. The Blue Devils have been on a dazzling streak, emerging victorious in 7 of their last 8 games. In contrast, the NC State Wolfpack has encountered a challenging stretch, losing 3 of their last 4 matchups. Notably, Duke stands out as the superior offensive force, boasting an impressive 122 points per 100 possessions, securing them the 8th rank in all of Division I. In comparison, NC State lags behind with a scoring average of only 112 points per 100 possessions. Defensively, the Blue Devils also demonstrate superiority, conceding 5.1 fewer points per 100 possessions. Their recent victories have been commanding, with each of the last 5 wins coming by a margin of at least 8 points. Entering this clash, the NC State Wolfpack faces a period of struggle in recent weeks, and a substantial victory in this game could serve as a turning point for them. Despite Duke's outside chance to clinch the conference title, Monday night is expected to witness their utmost effort. Duke's recent track record of 7 wins in their last 8 games, with an average margin of victory at plus 15.6, highlights their ability to extend leads convincingly. On the flip side, NC State's recent struggles, particularly on the defensive end, pose a challenge. Duke boasts a potent offense with multiple scorers consistently reaching double digits, making it challenging for the Wolfpack to secure enough stops. The discrepancy in performance is evident, with NC State allowing over 72 points per game and yielding at least 77 points in 4 of their last 5 outings. Although Duke suffered a road loss against Wake Forest, their overall proficiency on both ends of the court, especially their current offensive prowess, makes them formidable. Anticipating NC State's defensive challenges, the Duke Blue Devils to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Duke's offensive dominance persists, with an average of 79 points scored in their last 5 games, including the previous road bout where they notched 79 points. Conversely, the Wolfpack's defensive vulnerabilities are exposed, conceding at least 79 points in 3 of their last 4 games. Additionally, NC State's offensive capabilities come to the forefront, registering at least 80 points in 3 of their last 4 games, including an 81-point performance against Boston College. Duke, in contrast, allowed 83 points in their previous road game. The over has proven profitable, standing at 4-1 in the Wolfpack's last 5 games, highlighting NC State's recent defensive struggles. Over their last 6 games, where they hold a 2-4 straight-up record, they have been conceding an average of 81 points per contest. Overall, NC State ranks a modest 80th in defensive efficiency for the season, giving up 102 points per 100 possessions. The historical trend favors the over, with 9 of the last 12 meetings between the 2 teams cashing in on the total. Anticipating a robust offensive display from Duke as they push for the conference title, coupled with NC State's respectable offensive lineup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas versus Baylor. The upcoming Big Monday matchup will see the 21-8 Baylor Bears hosting the 19-10 Texas Longhorns in what marks the final home Big 12 game of the season for Baylor. ESPN will broadcast this highly anticipated game, reflecting the competitiveness of the Big 12 conference this year. Currently, Baylor holds the 3rd position with a 10-6 record, while the Longhorns are positioned mid-pack with an even 8-8 record. Both teams have 2 games left before the conference tournament, and the field is yet to be determined. In their previous encounter this season, the Longhorns secured a narrow 75-73 victory in Texas, although Baylor has dominated the series by winning 7 of the last 10 matchups. The Texas Longhorns faced back-to-back losses at the end of January against Brigham Young University and Houston, but have since rebounded with a 5-3 record. Notable victories include triumphs over TCU, West Virginia, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma State. Their losses during this period came against Iowa State, Houston, and Kansas. In their recent clash with Oklahoma State, the Longhorns took control in the first half with a 45-36 lead and maintained their momentum in the second half, ultimately winning 81-65. Dylan Dessou led the team with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. On the Baylor side, the Bears had a strong start with a 14-5 record in late January. However, they faced setbacks with losses to Brigham Young University and Houston, interspersed with wins against TCU and Kansas in their last 4 games. In the recent game against Kansas, Baylor held a slim 35-34 lead at halftime and secured an 82-74 victory with a 47-40 run in the second half. Ray J. Dennis led the team with 19 points and 10 assists, while Jaden Nunn added 18 points. As the nation gears up for the big Monday matchup, the spotlight is on the clash between the improved Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns. Despite the Bears' recent victory against Kansas, early betting trends favor the homestanding Baylor team. Nevertheless, the Longhorns, who narrowly won the first meeting, present a formidable challenge for Baylor, particularly considering the improvements made by both teams. The game holds extra significance for Baylor as it marks their last home game of the season. In the Big 12 standings, Baylor is currently in 3rd place, with 3 teams just 1 game behind them. Securing a win is crucial for maintaining their momentum, as the top 4 teams in the Big 12 earn a 2-game bye in the conference tournament. On the other hand, Texas aims to avoid slipping into the bottom 4 as those teams play on the first day of the tournament. The motivation is high for Baylor, knowing that this game is their final home appearance of the season. Despite the perception of a wide point spread, the first meeting between the teams was closely contested, with Texas matching Baylor in every category and securing a 1-possession win. Both teams exhibit sharp shooting capabilities, with close to 50% field goal and 3-point shooting in their previous encounter. Texas holds a defensive advantage, ranking 40th on KenPom compared to Baylor's 67th, which could play a crucial role in keeping the game competitive on the road. Baylor's favorable matchup against Kansas was due to Kansas's weakness in shooting 3-pointers, a strength for Baylor. In contrast, Texas poses a different challenge with better outside shooting, exploiting a potential weakness in Baylor's defense. The Longhorns are expected to excel in the post, although Baylor's freshman post player Eve Missy has shown improvement since their first meeting. Considering the history of close games in the Big 12, the matchup is likely to come down to the last possession, making Texas a favorable choice to cover the spread as underdogs. Both Baylor and Texas showcase strong offensive performances, with neither known for their lockdown defense. Texas ranks 26th in offense and 40th in defense, while Baylor boasts the 5th-ranked defense but is 67th defensively. Baylor's offensive prowess is evident, with 6 players averaging 10 or more points. Texas, with scorers like Dessou, Abmaz, and Hunter, is expected to put up a fight, as reflected in their recent trend of surpassing the total in each of their last 3 games. While the point total might appear moderate, the first meeting between the teams resulted in a combined score of 148. Despite the Baylor offense's occasional struggles earlier in the season, recent cohesion among the players indicates a potent and dangerous offensive force. The defensive vulnerabilities for Baylor could provide opportunities for Texas to score efficiently on their end. The potential risk lies in the pace of the game, as both teams tend to play slowly. However, with efficient offenses and advantages over opposing defenses, there's optimism that the total points will surpass the projected total. The game is anticipated to end with a score around 78-72 in favor of Baylor. Even in a potentially slow-paced game, the high offensive efficiencies of both teams make the over-the-projected total a favorable choice. In expectation of an exciting and high-scoring matchup between Baylor and Texas, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.